bush like Lupe. Leg kicked out like the mama, that's how I shoot fades. Laced up in a box, now we looking like shoestrings. Fofo on my hips, say that he acting odd though. Sawed off under the seat, call it El Chapo. Hoes all over the place, looking like potholes. He dies, then he dies, now I'm sounding like Drago. Always let them bury themselves, that's how you sense fakes. I always aim straight for the head, that's how you kill snakes. Blood all over the place, told you we didn't play. Arms stretched down on the floor, just like Jesus laid. Grain, villains.
Friday. We finally made it to Friday. Woo. It's been a rough one. I don't know about you. Well, let me take that back. It hasn't been a rough one. It's just been not a normal Friday. But let's go ahead and get this started the right way. Welcome back to another episode of the Inner Heel Turn podcast, the only show where the truth doesn't get bubble wrapped for your feelings. And it's Friday, and I'm coming in hotter than a fourth quarter Kobe possession. We're gonna touch, I know it's, what was it, last week before? Everybody got all up in arms on the LeBron comments about Memphis. We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna talk a little Friday mindset and a couple other things. I'll just let you know about those when we get to them. But let's start with the headline that had the NBA timeline melting like cheap plastic. LeBron James casually says Memphis should move to Nashville. And you know what? Suddenly everybody's acting like relocation papers got faxed to Adam Silver at 3 a.m. as soon as he said it. But let me say this out loud, okay? Memphis is not a suggestion. Memphis is not a side quest. Memphis is not a franchise you relocate like you're rearranging your living room. This is a city with culture, okay? A city with grit. A city with a fan base that shows up even when the national media pretends they don't exist. And LeBron tossing out relocation talk like it's a podcast topic, nah, that's not going to fly around here. Memphis doesn't need LeBron's approval. Memphis does not need or want validation. Memphis does not need relocation. What Memphis needs is respect. And you know what? I think they've earned it a little bit. And if LeBron wants to stir the pot, that's okay. But don't be shocked when Memphis fans swing back like they're cutting a heel promo on the ramp. LeBron knew what he was doing. He knew it. But year 23? It's just LeBron being LeBron. Anybody around LeBron's age, I'm going to raise my hand, that's going to be me. You all understand, and we all get to that point where we realize, who cares what we say? We're done trying to sugarcoat things for people. So with all that being said, it's Friday, and I'm about to talk to you like you need to be talked to. You're tired. I am. You're drained. I am. You're ready to coast into the weekend like you've earned something. But here's the heel turn truth. We haven't earned anything yet. Champions don't coast into Friday. Champions attack Friday. Everybody wants the results. Nobody wants the repetition. Everybody wants the success, but nobody wants the sacrifice. So let me ask you something. How many Fridays have you wasted? How many times have you said, I'll just start Monday? How many dreams have you delayed because you wanted to feel comfortable for the next 48 hours? Comfort is the enemy, though. Comfort is the trap. And comfort is the silent killer of ambition. You want to change your life? Well, start by changing your Fridays. Finish the week with violence in your purpose. Finish the week like you're tired of being average. Finish the week like you're trying to scare your future self into leveling up. Because your weekend is earned by your weekday. Your rest is earned by your grind. Your peace is earned by your pressure. So don't coast, don't fold, and don't tap out. Finish the week like a monster. Speaking of finishing strong and being monsters, I mean, I know it's if you got people hanging around, a mixture of younger people, older people, it's always the same conversations. You'll get into sports, and then it'll be whoever you grew up on, that's the better one. Or when it comes to music, whoever you listen to, that's the better one. But I think we all can be honest and all agree on one thing. Rap today is not touching rap from the past. It's not even close. Back then, artists were hungry. They were fighting for every bar, every verse, every inch of respect. Now, half of the game sounds like it was recorded in a broom closet with a Wi-Fi connection and a dream. Everybody's chasing trends, everybody's copying flows, and everybody's recycling the same 3 topics like it's a group project. Where's the storytelling? Where's the hunger? Where's the pen that cuts through your chest? Rap used to be a mirror, and rap used to be a message. Rap used to be a movement. Now it's basically just a marketing plan. And until today's artists start caring about the art again, not the algorithm, they'll never touch the legends. And with that being said, that's not a shot at all rappers today. There are some, but the majority. That's the rest of y'all. I can't even try to listen today. But I figured I don't know how many feathers are being ruffled today. Let's ruffle a few. And if I haven't got you riled up by anything that was said today, the hell with it. There's a few of them. There's probably a lot of them, if they're listening, that will get riled up here in a second. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the conversation everybody tiptoes around because they're scared of the Jordan disciples and the LeBron lobbyist. Any idea yet? Well, if not, let's talk about Kobe Bryant and why he deserves to be in the GOAT conversation with his chest out. Not as an honorable mention, not as a top 5, not as a but as a legitimate GOAT candidate. Let's break it down. I never hear my guy in the conversation. Kobe had the deepest skill set of any perimeter player ever. Jordan was the blueprint. He copied him, blah, blah, blah. Kobe was the architect who expanded the building. Footwork, hands down, Kobe was more advanced. Handle, Kobe was tighter. Shot variety, Kobe had the deepest bag the league had ever seen. He didn't just master moves. He mastered counters and counters to the counters. Kobe won, though, in chaos, not stability. Let's remember that. Yeah, they both won with the same coach. And they both won with the same system. They both had... Kobe had the same GM the whole time. Jordan did too, right? Okay. But Jordan won with the same co-star. And the same culture. Kobe won with Shaq, Powell, Lamar Odom, Ron Artest, Andrew Bynum, Derek Fisher, Trevor Ariza. Different eras, different cores, different identities. He won through turbulence, not comfort. And then don't throw out there, Shaq carried Kobe. Okay. If Shaq carried Kobe so much, why didn't Shaq carry anybody else to a three-peat? I'm just saying. Kobe's mentality wasn't a brand, though. It was a lifestyle. Think about it. Jordan was iconic. Kobe was obsessive. Kobe just didn't want to beat you. He wanted to break your will. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to outwork the universe. That's why players today, Tatum, Booker, Kyrie, Giannis, they all say Kobe is their GOAT. He's the player's GOAT, the worker's GOAT, the grinder's GOAT. Kobe's influence is unmatched. Just look around the league. Look at all the footwork, all the mid-range. Look at the fadeaways. Look at the mentality. Kobe is the father of modern basketball. Jordan inspired a generation. Kobe built the next one. The 81, the 62 and 3/4, the 60 in his finale. These aren't stats. These are mythological events. Nobody else has a highlight reel that looks like a superhero origin story. Kobe didn't chase super teams. He built dynasties. He didn't team hop. He didn't ring shop. He didn't stack the deck. He stayed. He fought. He rebuilt. He rose again. That matters. So yeah, if we're talking GOAT, Kobe Bryant belongs in the conversation. Not as a whisper, not as a footnote, but as a legitimate throne contender. Somebody had to say it. So, LeBron stirred the pot. Friday demands your grind. Rap needs its soul back. And Kobe Bryant deserves his flowers in the GOAT debate. This is the inner heel turn where we don't whisper the truth. We drop it like a pipe bomb. So we'll see you Monday. Yes, I said Monday. That's the plan for now, to see you Monday. But before I see you Monday, do you like to travel? Just stop getting played like everybody else and holler at my folks over at LNS Travel. Retail travel has been working you for years, charging full price while laughing behind the curtain. But their wholesale travel service flips the whole script. Unlimited trips, 5-star hotels at 2-star prices, over 1 million weekly stays for pennies on the dollar. This isn't a discount. This is the cheat code the big sites hope you never find. Turn your life into a highlight reel of ridiculous experiences without breaking the bank. Travel smarter, travel more, pay less, the Hill way. So text "Show Me" and your name to 844-524-5425. Once again, text "Show Me" and your name to 844-524-5425. And after you get through doing that and getting the cheat codes and getting your travel and everything set up and your hotel set up for your big vacation, go holler at our folks over at oldglory.com, the ultimate spot for anyone who lives in graphic tees. Oldglory.com's got anything you want printed, fitted, and ready to wear. Don't matter what you want to rep. Your favorite classic film, throwing it back to a legendary band, showing love to a team or your favorite artist, they've got designs you won't find anywhere else. And because you're part of the Heel Turn family, you already know we had to hook you up. Use discount code JB at checkout for 15% off the entire order. That's right, every tee, every style, every fandom. If it's in your cart, code JB knocks it down. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet with shirts that actually say something about you, hit up oldglory.com. Oldglory.com, discount code JB, 15% off, and free shipping. You can't beat none of it. So go holler at all of them. And then I'll holler at you Monday.